Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Seka, and I come here to honor my friend, mentor, and everything, Liz Essam, or Elizabeth Mary Tuku Essam, who passed away, and it's exactly 4 months today when we had a funeral service for her at the crematorium to farewell her on the 23rd of February this year, and today is 23rd of June, exactly 4 months. Now, we definitely remember many of us who are friends of Liz who are here, and those of them who have not managed to get here, we remember who Liz was. She was very dear to all of us, who passed away at a very, very young age of approximately 59 years. She was born in 1959 in a village called Chikubuka in Zambia, somewhere in South Zambia. And that's where she was born to her parents. Booker Price was her father, and Grace DeJong, her mother, who were very loving. And they raised her together with 3 of her sisters, Jacqueline, who now lives in London, and Tony Antoinette, who passed on sometime a few years ago. And then she had a younger sister, Charmaine, who lives in Sydney. Then she grew up in Zambia. The family moved to a few places. Her father was working at the railway station, and they was transferred to a few places in Zambia. She went to school in Zambia, enjoyed studies. She was very good in all her studies, very good handwriting, and her mother tells me that she got a prize for a very good and legible handwriting. She was very good in swimming and dancing and acting on stage like drama. Now, one thing that her mother, Grace, told me, I call Grace actually my mother too, is that at the age of 7, Liz contracted rheumatic fever, which nearly finished her off. If it wasn't for the so many penicillin injections she was getting, which lasted a number of months at Ndola Hospital in Zambia. She survived, and when she survived that, apparently that's what triggered her to have compassion towards people around her, because she knows how she suffered and how she could have perished with that traumatic fever. But when she survived it, she developed compassion and love and the happiness and the willingness to help all other people wherever they are. Now, she eventually and her family left Zambia in 1980 and arrived in Mount Isa here in North Queensland, where they settled. By then her mother had remarried, and they were living in a family in Mount Isa. And it was 1982 when she had her first boy, Andrew, when he was born in Mount Isa. She managed to get a job in the mines, working in the staff quarters, as managing the staff quarters over there. And she did that for quite a long time until she got married to her late husband, Owen, in 1990, September 1990. And soon after that, they moved to Townsville and settled in Rupertswood. Now, in Rupertswood, eventually she gave birth to her second child, Natasha Essam, whom many of you know. I'm pretty sure she's around here, or she may be somewhere. Yeah, Natasha. Get on, Natasha. And she raised Natasha in a world of culture. And before she came to discover where the Africans were, the few Africans that they were in Townsville at that time in 1990s, she actually joined the Cook Island group where Natasha learned to dance the hula dance. And Liz was actually teaching some of the kids, because she was very good at teaching dancing. she learned the hula dance and was teaching some of the kids there, the Cook Islander kids, to learn the hula dance. But soon enough, she joined up with the Africans, and she came around to the African Association of Townsville, Hakuna Matata, which she joined in 2004, the very same year that the Africa Hakuna Matata got incorporated as a full association. And she served on the committees, the executive committee, did a lot of work to promote the African culture within Hakuna Matata. But not only that, she also danced with the Spirit of Africa, the hosts of our festival tonight. She danced with the Somali group, the Bright Horn of Africa, and the Sudanese group. In all those places, we used to dance the various dances from different communities from all parts of Africa. We learned, and then we taught, and we learned, and we spoke many languages. We danced, performances from the Shilluk in central South Sudan, and the Cameroon, and they danced the Kilalache from Madagascar, the Wachisimba drums and dances from Uganda, the Kenyan coast, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Zambia, our home country, you name it. We used to perform so many dances in those days because there were so few Africans, and we used to teach each other music from there and dances from there. And Liz was always teaching, singing, and teaching, and very, very enthusiastic and entertaining. She's the type of woman who, whenever there was music anywhere, in any gathering, whether you wanted to dance or not, she would just say, let's go and dance. Dancing was really her hobby or her preoccupation, something that she really loved very, very dearly. We all remember Liz, those of you whom she has had contact with, how loving she was, how generous she was, how giving she was, giving presents to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, whoever was in the vicinity. She had that spirit of getting things and giving out, helping the sick, helping people's houses, clean them, helping churches, helping everywhere. She was always volunteering. She had that spirit of African spirit of compassion and love and helping and everything. So really, those of us who learned about her condition sometime in December last year, that she had a terminal illness, we were shocked, we were shattered, and we just thought of one thing, that, well, I suppose this is Liz's turn. As Sir Thomas More said to the King Henry VIII of England, when Thomas More was being sentenced to death, and he said, death, it comes to all men, it comes to all of us. Yes, even to kings he comes. So it's just our turn. But today, let us not dwell so much on death as such. Let us be loving in memory of Liz, but learning a lesson from what she was to all of us, and help each other out, help other people, whether we know them or not, and we shall prosper in our way. Now, being a tribute, I cannot really pass this by, whereby I would like all of us maybe to have just 1 minute of silence in memory of Liz, what she did to us, what she remembered, and how we related to her, and what lessons we learned from her. 1 minute of silence, then it will be followed by some music that we will sing in her memory again, a tribute, and then we put on some communal music where I want everybody to get up on your feet and start dancing, as to emulate what Liz used to do as a good dancer. So just 1 minute of silence, first of all. Hello, hello Liz, where are you? Up in heaven, the angels came for you, Liz. Rest in peace, Hakuna Matata. Hello, hello Liz, where are you? Up in heaven, the angels came for you, Liz. Rest in peace, Hakuna Matata.
Hello,
Remember you, Hakuna Matata. We'll never forget you, Hakuna Matata. Remember your loveliness, Hakuna Matata. Remember your happiness, Hakuna Matata. Remember generosity, Hakuna Matata. Remember everything about you, Hakuna Matata. Hello, hello Lee, where are you? Up in heaven, the angel, little bee, rest in peace, Hakuna Matata. Yako means you are very beautiful. That's what Liz was to us. Very beautiful. Yeah. Come and dance in your places, up on the stage, everywhere. Everybody, get on your feet. Come and dance, come and dance. Kukupenda sitasizi, sura yako mzuri.